What happens when a kitten decides her future? All by herself? Well, in this story, one tiny tabby looked up with her big cartoon eyes and said, without saying a word, "You, yes you, take me home." And that is exactly how little Poppy began the adventure that changed her whole world. A few months ago, Courtney, an animal care specialist at SPCA Westchester, was doing her usual rounds when something small, fluffy, and impossibly adorable caught her attention. A kitten, barely the size of a hand, had just arrived at the shelter all alone. The moment Courtney got close, the kitten gazed up at her as if she had been waiting for this exact person at this exact moment. One gentle pet was all it took. Poppy melted instantly, turning into a tiny puddle of affection. And every time Courtney tried to pull her hand away, the kitten looked up with a pleading face that could win awards. At just 4 weeks old, this little girl was desperate for constant companionship. Her eyes followed Courtney everywhere, like a baby duckling choosing its mom. And Courtney, of course, stood absolutely no chance. By the end of her shift, she simply couldn't leave the kitten alone for the night. She made a decision on the spot. She was taking the kitten home to foster. And that's when the tiny hand-sized tabby showed her true personality. The moment she entered Courtney's home, Poppy came to her life like someone had switched her to Zoomies mode. She explored corners, inspected shadows, invented games with invisible enemies. Everything was brand new, and everything was exciting. And to make sure she never felt lonely, Courtney tucked a giant teddy bear into her bed. Poppy curled right next to it as if she'd known it forever. This adorable kitten followed Courtney everywhere, through rooms, around corners, under chairs, right across her feet. And during cuddle time, she would turn into the softest, sweetest little doll. But when it was playtime, suddenly she was a pint-sized tornado with fur. Sometimes she even played herself to sleep. She would be mid-pounce, mid-battle, mid-chaos, and flop. Just like that, nap time. Naming this chaotic sweetheart turned out to be another adventure. Courtney couldn't decide, so she turned to the internet, Instagram and TikTok to be exact, and Poppy's fans were happy to help. She picked the top 3 name suggestions, rolled each name into little paper balls, and let the kitten choose. Poppy knew exactly what she wanted. She marched right up and grabbed the paper ball that said, Poppy. Decision made, zero hesitation. That's our girl. As Poppy grew, her baby blue eyes warmed into soft amber, and her confidence soared. She also developed a deep love for car rides. Yes, car rides. Most kittens think of cars as loud, rolling monsters, but Poppy loved the moving scenery, the fresh smells, and the excitement of a new adventure. She loved people just as much. Anyone who entered her orbit became her new friend. Playtime remained her specialty. Every toy was perfect, every string magical. But mornings were sacred. Poppy woke Courtney every day with the sweetest cuddles imaginable. It was impossible to start a day badly with a kitten like that pressed against your cheek. In return for giving her a safe place to grow, Poppy gave Courtney something just as precious: comfort through some tough times. This tiny kitten, with her oversized eyes and oversized spirit, helped her foster mom in ways no one expected. But fostering means letting go so others can be saved, and once Poppy was big enough, it was time for her next chapter. Courtney hoped, just a little, that she'd still get to be part of Poppy's life. And then, as the universe itself listened to this foster mom's wishes, something beautiful happened. Courtney's friends met Poppy and instantly fell in love. They adopted her on the spot, giving her the forever home she had dreamed of. They spoiled her immediately. A bird toy hanging from the ceiling, a heated window bed for cozy naps, endless affection. Everything this furry princess could imagine, she got it. And the best part? Because her new parents are friends of Courtney's, she still gets to see her grow up. Poppy, now Cleo, gets the perfect family and her foster mom in her life. From a lonely shelter kitten to a self-named, car ride-loving whirlwind of joy, Cleo wrote her own destiny, starting with that very first look that stole Courtney's heart. Because sometimes, the tiniest kittens know exactly what they want. And sometimes, the universe listens.